At this point, Halo Battle Royale is something that needs to happen. They released their Season 2 roadmap image the other day to basically detail not only this upcoming season, but generally speaking, the rest of the year. And within that roadmap, we now know that Season 2 Lone Wolves is going to be lasting all the way to November of this year. And as far as the things they put on that have a set date for sure, obviously the new maps, we've talked about these things tons of times, as well as the new game modes. And there is a game mode called Last Spartan Standing that I think had a lot of people on Twitter confused for some reason, thinking that this was Battle Royale. This is not the case, however. Last Spartan Standing is not BR for those of you who've never played it. Also, the land grab mode is coming as well, which was in Halo 2. But besides the new modes, okay, so if we take a look at this roadmap, we can also see that campaign network co-op, which means obviously you can play with people online, is coming at some point in August. And then literally split screen campaign co-op is still to be determined. A feature that we had literally in like 2007 is something that we have to wait another year for. I'm not trying to be super negative about all of this stuff right now, but this does seem kind of ridiculous. But the new modes and everything are just stuff we know about Season 2. It does feel very thin, I will be honest, as far as like what the next couple months of Infinite are going to look like. Besides the new modes and everything, that's practically it. Now, they do say beyond that in like Season 3 and stuff, there will be, new maps, new actual sandbox items, which is one of the big things I was looking for, new weapons, equipment, vehicles, stuff like that in particular. But that isn't going to be happening until at least November or beyond. But the thing I feel like could really come through for Halo right now is Battle Royale. Now, obviously, you're probably thinking, well, okay, it doesn't appear anywhere on this roadmap. What are you talking about? Obviously, it's not Last Spartan Standing either. Now, there is a company that's been working with Halo Infinite that a lot of you guys may know about, but just in case you don't, this is a studio called Certain Affinity, and they've been working with Infinite for quite a while now, and they're working on something big for Halo, and a lot of the leaks have come out about a mode called Tentacles. This is basically just the leaked code name right now, the work in progress name. This is what they use internally, I'm sure. But this refers to a WWE wrestler, I believe, that won a battle royale in wrestling. Now, this mode has been leaked already as far as the name we know and everything, and basically with the structure of it, up to 60 different teams. And obviously, there's the typical free-for-all, which I'm going to assume are solos, duos, quads, stuff like that. And there's also even baked in code to indicate the fact that players can be downed, they can be revived. A lot of basic battle royale mechanics exist in the code for this mode, and it's expected right now to be within Season 3. Now, the thing is, because this mode is not being developed by 343 and it's being made by an entirely different studio, this is, I think, completely out of their hands. Like, this really isn't their call to make in some sense. So, while we do think it would be released in Season 3, there's a good possibility that if something happens, it might be even longer, although I don't expect it to be before the end of 2022. But that's kind of what I was saying originally when we were suspecting the original, leaks and information about Battle Royale, was that it was going to be roughly a year after Infinite's launch, and whether that's acceptable or not is a completely different story. Inside this BR mode that's allegedly being made, there's also code that indicates there are small, objectives or other mechanics you might recognize from BR games like Warzone right now, where you can accept contracts to do specific objectives to maybe get better loot or whatever, or maybe currency. We don't know if this BR is going to have, an in-game currency similar to Warzone, or if it's going to be more like Fortnite or PUBG, where it's maybe a bit more about materials or ammo management, stuff like that. Nobody really knows for sure yet, but the details as far as how health is going to work, maybe armor, if there's weapon rarities, or how damage tables are going to work, that stuff is kind of unclear as well, because again, you can't just basically put the exact mechanics of Halo as it exists right now into a BR format and expect it to work. That's practically the Last Spartan Standing mode for all intents and purposes. But this mode that's being developed by Certain Affinity, I know they're consulting 343 on this, but it does feel weird to some extent that the main studio of this game isn't even working on the Battle Royale. It's a little bit of an odd situation, although I do understand that it's a big project and they certainly need help on this. But if this doesn't come out by 2022, I feel like nobody's going to care anymore. And this is kind of the main problem I feel like everybody's having. Season 2, we thought was only going to last 3 months before Season 3, but given what we know now, it's going to be another 6 months, and all the content that we already have revealed to us, it's incredibly underwhelming as far as a content drop. And, you don't have to be even the most diehard Halo fan to accept that. I have no idea what's going on at 343 or even certain affinity for that matter, but all I can say is this Battle Royale mode is pretty much like the last real big shot that Halo has to really bring back players, because there isn't anything that's going to do that at this point. It's certainly is not looking like it's going to be Season 2, and when November of this year comes around, most people will have already forgotten about Infinite, as there's going to be tons of new games coming out and things are going to be happening. If the BR mode is great, however, and it's insane, then there is a possibility we see some kind of resurgence or renaissance for Halo Infinite. But other than that, like, I personally, I haven't been playing Halo as much the past couple weeks as I used to be, but there isn't anything else at this point that can grip players again based on what we know and what we know is coming. Pretty much, I just wanted to let you guys know that there is some sort of Battle Royale mode in the works that is not Last Spartan Standing, but other than this underwhelming roadmap, there really isn't much else going on with Halo for the next few months to speak of, to be honest. So let me know what you guys think down below. What do you exactly want out of this BR mode? What are the things you're wanting to see and that would get you playing again? I'm genuinely very curious, but I hope this BR mode slaps when it comes out. I'm going to be playing it, but until then, there really isn't too much going on in the world of Halo in between now and the release of that. So anyways, that's pretty much all I got for you guys today. I hope you did enjoy. Make sure to drop a like if you guys did, subscribe if you're brand new, and I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy and peace out.